Quack. 12 and... Oh! I am your host, Adam Shamail.
And I'm Aaron Schroeder.
That is right, and this is the Quack 12 podcast, the most official, unofficial Oregon Ducks sporting podcast on the web footosphere. And yes, we're coming in a little late today, but we're coming in hot. We are coming in hot, aren't we, Aaron?
Oh, hey, kids, how's it going?
Your mic just exploded. You
coughed. You said come in hot.
I mean, you could not have come in any hotter. As the Ducks,
I was trying to do crusty.
Hey, you were pretty crusty. You always have been. Aaron, so we're coming a little late because we had life to live, baby. It's a bye week, okay? I don't know if you know this, listeners, but this is a casual podcast for casual fans.
Casual listening. Put on some smooth jazz while we serenade you about our bye-week shenanigans.
Absolutely. Honestly, our theme song should just be Kenny G. Or Chuck Mangione. Either or. Kenny G's a Seattle guy, so maybe not that. Maybe Mangione.
Oh, is that Chuck Mangione?
No, Chuck Mangione is...
Oh, yes!
Give us 5 stars on Apple Podcast. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube. Aaron, I went down to Ashland, Oregon. You ever been?
Yeah. Never during Shakespeare Fest, which I would love to do.
Yep.
But actually, shout out to Nicholas Botka and Lauren Wheeler, 2 Ashland, Oregon residents with whom I have worked in a musical capacity.
Look at that. That's right. Speaking of musicals, I went to Into the Woods down at Oregon Shakespeare Festival. It was a great time. No, but I got to tell you about one thing that happened. Well, first of all, my take on Ashland is what people think of Eugene, Oregon as. It's like,
is that?
It's like a hippie little town where, Ashland, Oregon actually is that.
Yeah. Okay, so the one time I was there on a tour, I was just walking around what appeared to me to be the main stretch.
Yeah, there's
one road.
There's one road, yeah.
And like the park where Shakespeare happens is also nearby that.
Lithia Park.
But I get to the end of the stretch, and there is a police office there, and it just says... closed.
Close. Do as much crime as you want.
Dude, I was like, okay, so this is what happens here. Also, though, famously, Sylvia Massey lives in Ashland, Oregon.
I do not know who
and
that is.
She is one of the best engineer producers that you can get if you want rock and roll.
Well,
you ever heard of a little band called Thunder Pussy?
I think I have.
Sylvia Massey did it.
All right.
She took them out to that nuclear reactor and hit the snare drum inside of it to capture that reverb.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Anyway.
I mean, she's number 2 behind Aaron T. Schroeder, but
that's
I
right.
digress.
My alter ego,
Aaron,
who's an asshole.
Yeah, he is an asshole. But you got to be an asshole if you want high quality
sounds. The T stands for tyrant.
Aaron, while I was at this play, I saw The Ugliest Kid.
Please go on.
Yeah, the ugliest kid I ever seen in my life. If you want to see that, I took a photo. I had to. Their parents weren't around, so really quickly, trying not to be a creeper, but I was taking a picture
sounds
of
like
the
it's
kid.
going to be a niece or a nephew.
An absolutely hideous child. I was like, I gotta show Aaron this mug. And YouTube watchers, you'll be able to see this as well. Maybe we're going to get in illegal trouble because I didn't get any permission, but I got to show you this fucking hideous kid, dude.
Oh! It's me!
Disgusting, huh?
How did you get these?
When I was up in Seattle.
You zoomed in. Oh, no. You grabbed shots while...
When I was up in Seattle, I saw your fridge. I saw some pictures of what I can only describe as a butt-faced kid.
You know what that is, right?
a butt-faced kid.
No, that's a Voltron costume.
Oh, you're so serious in it too.
I can slide. Oh, dude, I'm telling you, when I got into those suits, I felt like a superhero.
Felt like Voltron.
Yeah, a serious bad brother. I was probably also in a bad
What about
mood.
this Dennis the Menace little fucker?
I know,
over here?
man. That's out of control, right? That shirt rips, though. I would wear that shirt today.
Yeah, I mean, it would rip.
Look at that back pocket pose.
And I got one more.
That's Superman, baby.
Superman eating I don't know, chicken fried steak.
See, okay, so Uli's favorite factoid about me is that I've always had some kind of, because that's like a winter onesie that just happened. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, so this is replacing the toy corner of the week. If you want to see some old pictures of Aaron,
Yeah.
they're
Well,
pretty
I
good.
think the Beardo is he might be 32.
Well, you're pretty old, man. What are you now? 50, 55?
I'm immortal.
Oh, so it's still old then if you're immortal.
It's still old.
Yeah. Like 1924 that shot was taken. Anyways, Aaron, let's get to it.
That was great. That's hilarious.
Because of the bye week, we've got some...
Did you go to Ashland?
I did go to...
For Shakespeare Fest?
I did go to Shakespeare Fest, yes.
Okay.
It was a very good time. It's been a long time since I've been around theater people, though. You know what I mean? And that was adjustment.
Yeah. It's a mood. You got to get in the right mood for that stuff.
The kind of person where it's like you're in the audience and you're like, maybe if they see me living theatrically, they'll hold me on stage because they'll know I'm an actor kind of thing. Like instead of laughing at something normally, you're like, ha ha kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or like talk.
Yeah.
Or like talking to the people on the stage.
The only thing about theater kids that wears me down is that it doesn't ever seem to be turned off.
That's the thing. Ain't it?
And otherwise, I'm like, I love playing pretend, baby.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. What are we doing
But like
here?
this is, ugh.
We're pretending to be podcasters
Yeah.
every week.
But right now, I'm just trying to watch a movie.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk about anything.
Exactly. Exactly. We do need to talk about how badly Hithliday spanked us in the Pick'ems last week.
Wow, really?
Yep, I got it here. You can probably hear the paper crackling here.
The
on the
papal
mic.
paper.
The papal. I mean, it was a papal beatdown, basically, because
The Pope does that.
I got it all listed down here. Well, first of all, he wasn't 100% right
Good.
because he predicted, like any sane person would, Penn State beating UCLA. Right?
Sure.
Anyone should. It's Penn State. I mean, they just took us to the limits in the whiteout.
But at the same time, he made it sound like they and the Ducks are not as good as they should be.
well, I mean, as should be is the best team in the country.
Right, which is hard to recalibrate my brain because I assumed we were, which meant
I still think
they
we are,
had
buddy.
to also be.
I still think we are, buddy. You don't have to be
Okay.
perfect to be the best team in the country. But
Facts.
so Penn State travels down to the old Rose Bowl to take on UCLA. I mean, there were Bruins fans there, but not a ton. And they had just fired their head coach because they were so bad. They had
So they got that bump.
They had not led in a game at any point this entire season. UCLA had not. Like, they'd never had an advantage. And this is against lower competition. Not only that, but just in general, like the UCLA vibes were bad. And yeah, Penn State just lost to the Ducks, but I mean, they were still everything was in front of them. They could easily they could have won the Big Ten. They could have, I mean, I guess they still could, but like they could have won the Big Ten. Definitely a lock-in for the playoffs at that point. But UCLA comes out and looks just so much more determined than they ever had. Their quarterback, Nico, who had just been shat on the entire season, has an amazing game. Like, arguably Big Ten quarterback, or Offensive Player of the Week. I don't know if he actually got it or anything, but just an amazing game. They come out, they punch Penn State in the mouth. Penn State was favored by 24 points. They are able to rally back, and you can't even put this all on Drew Aller, their quarterback. Like, yeah, a lot of crap goes his way, but it was clear, like, the Penn State side were just like Oregon beat them twice. It really is.
Right.
Like, they were the more talented team by far. They should have been the more put together team, but they were deflated. And not only that, but classic James Franklin, like, he actually is maybe a bad coach, like straight up bad.
Is that the bald guy?
Yep.
Okay.
What do you got?
One of the things, yeah, whenever they were running into the locker rooms at halftime, the way he talked when asked, the way he gave his answers made me be like, oh, this dude might suck at this. It sounds, because he kind of already sounded like defeated. There's certain things we don't have answers to, and we have to figure that out, I guess.
Yeah, well, you apparently were right in that regard. Because even though Penn State was able to rally back and make it a game, again, against UCLA.
Is that going to be their storyline for the season, is the rally back losers?
I mean, not when you have to rally back and then lose against a winless team. A winless team. People that know were legit being like, no, it looks like they're going to go 0-12. Like, that's how bad this team is. And credit to UCLA, and it is that kind of thing of, like, you do get a little bit of what Hitler calls a dead cat bounce when you fire your coach. Like, you can be like, hey, this is a new era. We can be
right. We're
1-0.
Hyped.
Exactly.
Because you are young enough that you believe, okay, now I can actually, shine.
Yeah. And, like, it came down to it, and there were some mistakes made, certainly, on UCLA's side. But Nico gets him the win. Penn State gets it's completely upset. And now their coach, which it'll cost $50 million or something like that to fire him, they're really considering firing him. Like, it's nuts. Pretty fun.
So he did not coach this game, though.
Well, James Franklin did.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Penn State is now considering firing their coach.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you meant UCLA had him on like because you said they fired their coach. A lot of
UCLA
firing
fired
going
their
on.
coach, yeah.
Okay. Everybody's getting fired around here. It's confusing.
Well, at UCLA they are anyways.
Fucking half the government's on furlough. Coaches are getting fired. I don't know what's going on anymore.
I don't know. 2025. Arizona football was next. But first of all, because we had our combined picks against Day.
Right.
Everyone in the room was like, obviously Penn State's going to win. That would have been truly crazy shit if you chose UCLA to win. I probably would have tried to convince you otherwise, but no one was on that wavelength.
I almost wonder if I did petition that. Didn't I?
You'll have to listen. I don't listen to the Quack 12. You'll have to go back and listen to it.
Okay, yeah. Nah.
Yeah. Pass.
Just kidding.
And then there's Arizona. Arizona took on Oklahoma State. Yep, that's right. The Oklahoma State that we humiliated and fired their head coach. Well, this is not that same story. Arizona kicked their butts, 41-13, as we all knew. Then it was Maryland, Washington. This was the actual, closest call, I would say. Best matchup.
Oh, dude, yeah, I heard about this one on the bus.
Oh, so the people are talking in Seattle.
Adam, I tell you this. I was on the bus. I don't remember where I was going.
You're like Willie Taggart. You were getting on the bus.
No, Adaball, the pinball arcade, has a new venue, and I was on my way there. And so the game had just ended, and two people wearing purple came on the bus.
Nasty.
And the line I heard was, man, what a game. Down at the half and then came back to win it all.
Not even at the half, dude. Like, they were, I want to say, down 20-0 or something like that. And it wasn't till late in the third quarter that Washington was able to do anything. But the moment they turned it on, Maryland just melted. It was freaking crazy, dude.
Huh.
Yeah, like and this is on the road at Maryland. Both of the
Oh, I wonder where these two cats were cut. Maybe there's obviously
gone to
there's a
Husky
Huskies bar.
yeah.
So yeah, that's where they're coming from.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I mean, it made me fear Washington less, I would say, because they did look pretty horrible for many chunks of this. But Jonah Coleman, once late in the game, he is going to get his yards. He is going to get his.
This is a running back?
Yeah, they're running back who always it's going to take 3 extra guys to tackle him. Like the first contact will not take him down. Their QB, their young QB, eventually started looking good. I mean, he threw a pick right off the bat, which definitely hurt them. But Maryland was getting field goals when they should have gotten touchdowns, and they should have done something in the fourth quarter. They were not able to. Maryland, this is kind of their thing. Like they get 3 or 4 quick wins, and you're like, maybe Maryland's something, and then they melt once October hits. This is just them. So I don't even know what to take from that. But of course, we went with Maryland. Hith went with Washington. I mean, it was a close game at least. It could have gone either way.
Wow.
Yep. And
I'm trying to remember what his reasoning was.
Who knows? I don't listen to that
Maybe
guy.
he was, who knows?
Then there was
He's got so many numbers in front of him.
I know. He's probably like, well, 3.3% of the time, twice to the denominator. Yeah. Oregon State, App State was the next one. We just kept asking ourselves, can things get worse for Oregon State? Like, App State ain't terrible. They're not good. But you don't have to be good to beat this Beavers team. And they proved it. They proved it again. We went with Oregon State. I think it was just because it was eventually Oregon State has to win, right? Like the odds of them going 0-12, it is slim. It is a hard thing to do. You almost have to want to do it. And apparently they wanted it really bad. It was 27-23. They lose. And I'm trying
to think of what the benefit to going 0-12 would be. It's obviously somewhere financial.
I don't think so, because immediately after this game, their coach, who will likely be fired.
Another firing.
Dude, if you go 0-12, you just got to fire the guy. He even said, guys, please don't quit on this team. People that give this team money, please don't stop giving it money. Basically just had to beg. Come on, guys. I know we freaking suck. We're terrible, but please give us money. Which it does suck. I don't want this for the Beavs, but this is just the reality of the situation. This is where they're at.
Dang.
Yeah, I don't know where the win's coming. Maybe against Wazoo.
I was talking shit over the last few weeks about it, but maybe I have a different tune today. Maybe I have a little bit more empathy than I did before. Because, that sounds... You don't want to watch a grown man cry, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got a different tune for him, too. Yeah, and a fart. That fart sound. Yeah. It's
oh, man. Okay, well...
We backed the wrong horse there. Hithilday went with App State, of course.
Sorry, Oregon State.
We can catch up with them because it was Colorado TCU. This Colorado's bad as well. They're 2-4 after this game.
But we're Team Dion.
We are Team Dion. His health is not doing great. I believe he constantly is needing to go back to the hospital, it seems like. So power to
Deion Sanders?
Deion Sanders, yeah. Playing football all those years, it'll get you.
There was a stretch there in the 90s where he had another hobby too that was a little that can't be healthy for you, bub.
Mm-hmm. They lost 35-21 to the Horned Frogs. We should have seen it coming. Aaron. But you never go with TCU, and I respect that, honestly. You going with the buff man. You're always going with the buff man. You're never going
absolutely. Well, if you put them up against TCU, yeah.
Well, Hith was on the right side. PCU.
Great. No, I haven't seen it in forever. I can't say it's a great movie.
PCU
it's probably
is a movie?
Highly misogynist.
PCU's a movie?
Yeah, politically correct university. It stars the main guy who's the hero is the agent Jerkoff from Entourage.
Wow, that sounds
What's the
terrible.
movie where it's like a used car dealership and he's like a smooth talking guy that goes around and helps bring used car dealers.
You're talking about that Jeremy Piven.
Jeremy Piven.
The
yeah,
dude,
PCU. Jeremy Piven is the lead dude.
one of the
'Cause
most
it's,
famous cases of hair plugs you could possibly have. You ever seen an early
in
pictures?
PCU, he has his natural hair and he doesn't look bad.
No, you think it's his natural hair, but you ever watch Seinfeld? Back in the day, there's an early episode with Jeremy Piven where he comes in and is like, because they have the show within the show where they're like Jerry and
Oh yeah. He plays George.
he plays George, and that's his hair. They didn't shave his head to get him to look like that was his original hair.
I think that's what it is in PCU because it's mid '90s
so like bald, like horseshoe
ish.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a little bit added. I don't know. It's been a minute.
I've heard this Hollywood secret. Get ready for this. Okay, I heard this on Graham Norton. That there's a big secret where a lot of these people that have hair plugs, they don't even have hair plugs. That's actually the lie. What it is, well, this is back in the day. I think nowadays in like Turkey, they can truly just do some magic work. But
I've seen some stuff, yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of them don't even do that. What they do is like, so they're going bald and like everyone knows they're going bald. And then they get hair plugs and they're like, yeah, I'm getting hair plugs, you know. But the hair plugs, like, you have to still maintain that supposedly.
Yeah.
And so what they do then is they don't maintain it. They get rid of the hair plugs and they just get like a normal ass toupee and glue that shit on their head. And they're like, yeah, they're really good hair plugs because hair plugs are more in vogue than a toupee.
Fascinating.
It is fascinating.
I was looking up because just randomly season 1 The Office was on the TV. Not randomly, I put it on.
You put it on. Be real.
I put it on.
Be real.
But the idea was brought up that Steve Carell had a plug job between season 1 and 2, and so I Googled it.
Oh, Steve Carell.
And
yeah.
I don't. What?
You said Steve Carell.
What is it?
Isn't it Steve Carell?
Maybe.
I think so.
But I looked it up, and I guess there's a procedure. It's not. It doesn't sound like it's plugs per se, but it's like they are like the hairs. There are hair follicles there.
Mm-hmm.
They're just not coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So they basically are making tiny little divots and pulling the hair out.
I think that's what they do nowadays in like Turkey or something, like the high end.
Okay.
Actually,
yeah,
Joel,
it's like it sounded scientific as fuck.
Joel McHale, famous husky. He's talked about that he has really expensive hair plugs. And I like when people talk about this instead of just be like, no, this is just my hair. It just came back when I hit 45, you know, it just got really thick all of a sudden. Like, you know, I like when you're real. Be real, you know what I mean?
Like be like Matt Damon.
Be like Matt Damon. He probably has hair plugs.
Yeah, he might actually. It's thick.
Yeah, I don't know.
And he's got a great beard too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, the things we do to our bodies to be socially accepted, it's messed up, dude.
It's messed up. Just be natural. Quack 12's all about being natural.
Be natural. That's why we spent 10 minutes talking about hair plugs.
Yeah. Actually, we're sponsored by hair plugs.
Yeah.
The worst kind.
By Menon.
By Menon. Cal played. Who the fuck did they play, Aaron? Tell me.
Cal played a team that was
Duke.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm always bragging about their quarterback like he's the future. He's the next Aaron Rodgers, whatever you want to say.
Hey, Hithliday backed that fact up.
And I still think it's true, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to get your ass kicked 45-21 by Duke.
Yeah, I do feel like I remember a time when the Ducks had a pretty good quarterback, but that still meant the receivers had to catch the ball.
Oh, Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert has lived such a doomed existence where it's like he is truly always one of the best players and then on a team that is letting him down over and over and over. Like I heard on for his team, you know, he plays for the Chargers. Like he's still just freaking phenomenal, but his O-line is just Swiss cheese. They benched like his center is like, I think he's like a team captain, and they benched him because it's just like, this guy stinks. That's what I heard. I don't pay attention to the NFL all that much.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Poor Herbert. Get him on a good team. Anyways, so all that being said, Hifliday only had one incorrect choice there. So that means
good gravy.
I know and it was like Penn State UCLA. Who would have seen that coming? So that means we got to rename the segment we just did. The Pick'ems.
Oh no, that's right.
This is what I'm going to shoot for. I better write it down.
What have you done to us?
I think it's going to be called the Hifliday is always right. Go to Quack. No. How about Hifliday is always right? Listen to It Never Rains on this podcast, brought to you by addictedtoquack.com. Pick'ems. That is the name.
Well,
of the
he may not want affiliation
with us.
He may not want some people like us trying to use his platform.
Too
as
bad.
A boosting
Those were the stakes.
What if we called it the Great Pickla-Day?
That's pretty good too. The Great, AKA the Great Pickla-Day.
AKA the Great Pickla-Day.
I like it. I like it quite a bit.
Yeah.
Aaron, Indiana is coming to town. Number 7, Indiana, I do believe. Now,
what?
This is bonkers, I know.
But they're ranking us bonkers.
Yeah, we dropped. Did you hear that? We dropped, even though we didn't even freaking play.
Wait, no, we dropped because Penn State lost against.
I think that's at least part of it. I would definitely say that's part of it.
These idiots.
I know, Aaron. But
I don't care. I don't care.
It doesn't matter.
They can put whatever number they want to in front of us. We know where we're going.
That is how I feel too. It's like it would be worse for us to be number 1.
Right. Look at what happened to us with the playoffs.
Exactly.
They're like, here number 1.
Yeah,
here's the worst schedule you could possibly ask for.
Exactly. I don't think and like it's a different form of like motivating when you're not number 1 versus when you are number 1.
Especially when you know you're number 1.
Exactly. We know we're number 1 in our hearts, but they're ranking us number 3. Like, that's a better spot to be at.
Oh, I would rather be at 9.
9? They have us at 9, below teams that, like, have 1 loss. And so below Alabama, who's, like, 4-1. I mean, sure, it'd only be better. You want people to be sleeping on us. It would be better.
100%.
Indiana probably feels... who knows? Because Indiana is not known to be a powerhouse. Obviously, their coach has come in and completely transformed the program, and this is like 2 years for him, and it's like 2 years likely going to the playoffs is what it feels like. Who knows? They do have a tough schedule, Kurt Zanetti, but at the same time, like some of their toughest games are like definitely this one in Autzen. This is the number 1 with a bullet toughest game they have. And then it used to be like, oh, can they beat Penn State at Penn State? Like, probably they won't be favored, but at the same time, UCLA just beat them. So anything is possible. This is
interesting.
This is going to be a really tough one for them.
Sounds like they're playing injured.
Not really, man. Oh, Penn State?
Yeah.
There were some injuries after our game.
Okay.
But I don't think you really can't. Like, their roster...
You can't chop it up to being like, that doesn't make sense. Gotcha.
Their roster is still constructed to be, like, is so much better than UCLA. There was no reason that should happen except for you just got out-coached. Got out-coached by an interim coach. So Indiana's got this one circled. Like, if they can beat the Ducks, too, it's hard to argue that they're not a top 5 team at least. And they're not known for being a powerhouse in football. Like I said, honestly, usually they're a doormat. I just dropped my phone. And obviously they're a famous basketball school more so. They're coming to Eugene, Oregon. And just like we got a lot of credit, I mean, it's been a little diluted now that they suck, but we got a lot of credit for going to Penn State and winning in a crazy hostile environment. they would get that same, because I think this is going to be the toughest place they play all year. Because not only is it in Eugene, Oregon, it also is game day, which we all know last time it was game day, I held this Quack 12 sign. I stayed there all freaking night it took.
Does it seem like an appropriate game day game?
It's an interesting argument there, Aaron, because I mean, I think if you're just going by ranking, then absolutely it's number 3 versus number 7. But I am surprised because some of the other options were number 1 Ohio State versus number 17 Illinois.
But Ohio State kind of gets game day a lot, maybe.
Well, they I think they have like, they may have had it. They're up there for like most ever, but this is at Illinois. But I think it's just the right. I think most people are like, Ohio State's gonna friggin' smoke them. They're like 14.5-point favorites. If you watch the teams, it's like, yeah, Illinois is good. They're punching above their weight, but they also got smoked bad by this Indiana team, for example. Like really, like it was a rough watch, honestly, unless you're an Indiana fan. So I think they're just chalking that up to like, yeah, that's not going to be a good game. Alabama, Missouri, actually that could be a good game, and I'm surprised that they didn't. It's number 8 versus number 14. It's in the South, so usually they're just always going to favor that. And then the only other option, which I honestly thought they were going to go to just because it's such a famous game, I'm sure you know of it, the Red River rivalry, the Red River shootout, baby.
Yeah.
Oklahoma, Texas. Yeah. The problem is Texas has lost 2 games now. They lost like 14-7 versus Ohio State. And
is that Ewer's kid still over there?
No, and they really wish he was there though.
Now, where is he? Did he go to the NFL?
He went to the NFL. I don't think he's still on a roster though. But what's funny is for so long, Texas fans were complaining like, when are we gonna let the real star, like the real star at QB is sitting on the bench, old Arch Manning. And that is of the Manning family.
Yeah, no.
This is the real kid. And
names mean nothing.
Dude, it is true. Especially like nepotism can sometimes work. In sports, it often does not. It does not translate.
You have to have yeah.
He's looked pretty mediocre, as has the Texas offense. They just lost to I would say talented but bad Florida team. It was in the swamp, so it was a really hostile territory, but they looked bad in the loss. So they already have 2 losses. They are unranked. They went from preseason number 1, Texas, to unranked right now. And so now Oklahoma, number 6 Oklahoma, is traveling to Texas, and I am still a little bit shocked because it's like I think this game will do numbers regardless. And honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if they beat Oklahoma, Texas. Like if I had to pick an upset of an unranked team versus a ranked team, I would definitely be picking Texas because it's like their defense is still good. And they still have talent, and they're probably getting shat on a little bit too much. And Oklahoma's QB, the old Wazoo quarterback, Mateer, he is injured, so he won't be here. But apparently game day's like, nope, we got to go with the numbers. Number 3 versus number 7. It is hard not to choose that. That is a top 10 matchup. So and
it's way up there.
And they love going to Eugene, Oregon. They really do when they can. College Game Day loves that environment.
They love that sunset, baby.
Yeah. I mean, it never rains. It never rains. But I'll tell you this, dude. This is why. So, like, Indiana coming into this environment, yes, they're actually pretty dang talented, especially on offense. It's going to be a hornet's nest because this is the first game at Autzen in which the students have returned finally to like Eugene, Oregon. So like, yeah, the attendance has been really good.
Now they're here?
Yeah, we do like trimesters.
Right. I remember you bringing this up last week, but I thought it was then that they were showing
they had come back, but it was like it was a bye week.
Oh, it was bye week.
And then
right.
before then, we were on the road.
Right.
So, for lack of a better word, these students are horny for some duck football. And it's going to, like, Autzen is packed, like, for all these games. But it is not the same as, like, when you have the full student section, top 10, and game day. So they're going to be drunk by, like, 7 in the morning. Like,
what time is the game?
Game's at, like, 12:30.
Okay.
So, it is going to be a crazy environment. I really think it's going to be, like, nuts.
Are you going?
I'm not going. Hell no. I went once. It was a really fun time. I'm too old. And I'm getting old.
Do people have, like, barbecues and such ripping and rocking?
Oh, yeah, baby. We tailgate. The tailgate's just going to be a little extra nutso. And with game day, like, it's just going to be crazy, man. And we absolutely have the advantage.
You should bring your camera down there so you can get some, like, crowd footage.
That could be fun.
B-roll.
Maybe I'll do that at a reasonable hour. But it's so we have the better roster. We have the better depth on both sides of the ball. And that's kind of undeniable. If this game is close, though, it will be because they got a pretty great quarterback, Fernando Mendoza. You know, he's actually played against us before when he played on Cal. Cal is a worse roster, not as well coached either, and they got smoked in that game. But he's a talented quarterback. He's made some very impressive throws this season. Really good pairing him with this Indiana roster and like Signetti's program and stuff. They got some talented receivers, some fun defensive players, but like there are gaps in their roster. It is not all 5 and 4-star talent like ours is. So
like ours is.
So it will be one of those games where it's like if Indiana's keeping it close or even beating us, it will have to be because they're playing a little bit better than they're normally, and we are playing worse than on average. Because we've been playing, honestly, some mistake-free football. Like, not 100%, not perfect.
Not perfect.
But, like,
you can't ever be perfect, though.
No. Po Buddy's perfect. And, like even at Penn State, which is a place where it should be just false start city, we only had like 1 or something like that, and yeah, there should have been more penalties called on us, but we walked out of that game with 3 or something like that. Like,
I have to write that one down. That's good.
Po Buddy's nerfed?
No, false start city.
That is not that good. That is not.
That's an album name.
Oh, that is good. If you're
That's
talking
good.
Album.
Yeah, that's going to be an album. False Start City.
Okay.
It's about deadbeats, never beens, coulda beens.
Can it be?
It's going to be my Billy Joel album.
Is it going to be like a jock rock thing?
Billy Joel.
No, but can it be jock rocky?
No.
Okay. Well, it's called False Start City. That's going to be some false advertising.
It's an analogy for people who never got up. You know, they never had their comeuppance, if you will.
I'll pitch
There's
this.
the waitress. There's the coal man.
False Start City. I'll tell you this, man. Going back to Southern Oregon for a couple of days, I forgot how much, like, they're such a classic rock environment. It had been a while since I heard. I was like, I have not heard anywhere in any like restaurant or any kind of hanging spot, even on the car radios you hear going by. Like, it is all like AC/DC, Steely Dan. Got some.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong, but and that is my music. Like I love it. Actually, ever since One Battle After Another, There's a great needle drop of I'm a fool to do your dirty work. Oh yeah. So that song's been stuck in my head for a long ass time. He was, listeners or not watchers, he was not facing the mic for that whole silent stretch, and then he turned to the mic to cough 10 times after hitting a marijuana joint.
I was coughing that way too, but I understood that I needed to get back on mic as fast as possible, so I thought I'd do a apology cough.
Apology. I'm sorry. Anyways.
Yeah, no, I'm down. I can be down. I can't be down with Steely Dan. It is
kind of nice, though. Is Steely Dan the flute one? I kind of forget. No, it's Jethro Tull.
That's Jethro Tull.
Sorry.
That I can get down with all day long. Steely Dan is like the OG yacht rock vibe.
Oh, yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with yacht rock, except for everything about it.
A time and place, for sure. But, I would never, if I walk into an environment and it's on, whatever. Fine. That's the mood we're setting. That's the place we're living.
Yeah.
Fine. But I would not put it on.
You would not put it on. Oh, by the way, we got a response from a listener, a Nittany Lion. Apparently there's I've already forgotten.
Hithliday said it was a puma.
Yeah. So Nittany's I think a mountain range there or something. I've already gotten it wrong. They told us. But it is an area, and so it is a cougar that lives
Got
in
you.
that
So
area.
this is the thing that lives in this area.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It is a locational name. Got
Absolutely.
it. Cool.
Absolutely. Not that we ever need to talk about Penn State again, because apparently they're garbage, and we will not be seeing them in the Big Ten championship game.
It'd be like saying this is an Appalachian leopard.
Yeah.
It's okay, I know where that leopard lives.
Yep. Even though that sounds more like a kind of hooch you would be drinking or something like that.
Maybe Appalachian Leopard is the band that writes the album False Start City.
Okay, dude, we are on to something.
We're making it.
In False Start City. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
I just got a new banjo, so.
There it is, baby.
I wanted to drop
That's
that
perfect for Appalachian music. Best soundtrack ever.
Raising
The
Arizona.
synth part that plays while he's talking about his dreams.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Today's episode brought to you by Raising Arizona.
Raising Arizona.
A movie that came out in the late 80s, maybe? It's beautiful. Let's get that isolated. Thank you. So we're taking on Indiana. Most likely we're going to win. Surprisingly, I'm less worried about this game than a few other games that we'll be playing that won't have, number 7 attached to them. I would say I'm more worried about USC, and I don't even think they're ranked at this moment. Or even Washington has looked bad. I'm still more worried about that final game on the road in Seattle against Washington. Which means I've probably jinxed us to lose, but there you go.
Yeah, I'm trying to gauge. I don't know that I feel all that concerned. I mean, we're playing at home. The kids are back. You gave all the reasons of why it not necessarily should be a shoe-in.
I'll tell you this,
but
though.
Something tells me we don't have to be playing at 100% to beat this team.
I think more so than any other game this season thus far, anyways. They will be attacking us in a much more aggressive. I would think so.
They're coming at us?
Yeah, their coach is a much better coach than James Franklin. James Franklin's always wanting to be let's he's
the grind.
He was having a great time when we were playing against them, and it was 3-3 for the long. He's everything's going according to plan. I'm sure. And which you can see, it's once we go up by 2 touchdowns, suddenly it's I guess I got to be a coach again. And then it became a game. I think that Kurt Cignetti is a smart enough guy to know, dude, if we're going to win this, we are at a talent disadvantage and a crazy hostile environment, like we're gonna have to take some chances and you know, like try to attack them, probably trying to attack their secondary. If they're running the ball a bunch, I think we've won this game. Like I don't think I don't imagine they're gonna have much success running it. I think they're best when they are like chucking down at some of these talented receivers.
Are they an air raid team, as they say?
No, they're not an air raid team. I would like they are trying to be more of a like even team of like
combo
passing. Yeah. But I think their strength where they've had more success is throwing the ball. And like we went into the Penn State environment, and there's two ways you can play it. If you're being like, okay, we're playing against a really good team, and it's a really tough place to play. You can either be very conservative, and I would say we were somewhat conservative. You know, we weren't chucking the ball down the field or like crazy trick plays. We were playing, but at the same time, we were playing for fourth down. Clearly, a lot of the time, it's being like, well, okay, it's 3rd and 4. We can, like, no matter what, we're gonna try to get this in 2, especially when it's tied 0-0 or 3-3. So I think there was a lot of that, and I do think Indiana will be playing with that mentality, but I think that'll be coming more from like, let's take our shots down the field. I don't know how often they're going to be going for it on 4th down, but I do think they're going to be trying to test our secondary a little bit more, while also knowing they're going to have to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker because this is the best D-line they've played. They did play against Illinois. They just kicked the crap out of them. They were at home, sure, but it was like there was like even talent kind of, and they were able to smoke them. But then when they played Iowa's freaking terrible. But they always hang their hat on defense. And suddenly that was a very close game, very low scoring game. They could have very easily lost to Iowa. And so I think our defense will make them look much more mortal and give them so little time on offense. I'm guessing we're going to be going hard against them. So I do think we're going to give up more touchdowns than we're used to.
Oh, you think we're going to have this another game? But maybe not a scary one.
I mean, I think it's very possible. It's like we go into the half and it's like 24-17, and we're like, like this actually can get a little scarier than we thought. And then in the second half, we really pull away. Like I do think it's possible that they're gonna, because I do like a lot of the talent they have catching the ball, like Elijah Surratt, aka Waffle House. Gotta love that.
Ooh.
I have no idea why he's called that. I hope they explain.
Probably because he loves Waffle House.
I mean, I can't blame him. I've always wanted to go to a Waffle House, man.
Have you never been?
Well, no, I've never even been to the South. Never even.
Are there there's not a Waffle House? I thought you said Medford had every restaurant.
They do. I am amazed that they have every freaking fast food chain, but Waffle House, they do not. I mean, I've never heard of
I've been to Waffle House so many times.
It sounds
One time
amazing,
they were out of waffles.
Wow. Was someone fighting? Have you ever seen a fight?
No, I think that's a pretty overblown situation, honestly. Or at least now, if it's a thing that's occurring a lot, it's because of people want to do good social media numbers. So it's probably...
Yeah, that makes sense. And it's like if there's 4 fights in a year at all
it's
the
just
Waffle
the classic...
Houses, they're getting filmed and putting up, and everyone thinks, every time you go, there's a fight. Yeah.
Did you ever do the thing when you were young where you'd go to IHOP until the sun rose, or until like 3 or 4 a.m.?
There was a truck stop outside of Medford, Oregon called I cannot remember what it was called, but it was an actual truck stop. And
like a Flying J?
No, it was a one-off truck stop. I cannot remember what it was called.
A homebrew, if you will.
And we were the terrible little shits that would be like, "Can I get a bowl of cereal? No tip. So, we're going to hang out for 3 hours."
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
So what you've experienced is better than a Waffle House.
Is the food good though? The food seems nice.
The food is more dinery than IHOP, but pretty much the same kind of options.
Okay.
Waffles rather than pancakes, obviously.
Well, that's what it's like. I love waffles, and even a bad waffle is fucking good.
It's good.
It's fucking
Yeah.
great. And I like grits. I don't eat that many grits.
Well, you
so
can
it doesn't
get
take
grits
much.
anywhere, my dude. You can just go make that.
I could make it, but like in Eugene, Oregon, it's not like a guarantee if you go to a breakfast place that they have grits.
Right. I mean, they're tough to get right because people also fuck up. If you want to do grits correct, you got to put a slice of Kraft American cheese, the pre-slices. You got to slap that on top.
You go to Eugene breakfast place and you ask for grits, you're more likely for them to tell you kiss my grits.
Wow,
You're
that's
more
extremely
likely-
southern.
You're more like in retro. That's you. That's
Where
my
were
impression of
we?
You. Waffle House. So yeah, Waffle House. He's been a very good receiver. I've enjoyed watching him. Also, Omar Cooper Jr. So it's like they have like two pretty sensational receivers and a great quarterback. Not an O-line that is like, in my opinion, championship level. So I think there will be like a good amount of sacks, a lot of tackles for a loss. But then every once in a while, I bet you connecting with one of these receivers on like a broken play or something for like a long gain or touchdown or something like that. Like, I do think it'll be competitive, but I just think there's too much stacked against this Indiana team. Aaron, let's go back to our challenge, our competition. Me and you, the Pickla Day. Pickla Day is always right. Listen to It Never Rains on This podcast.
No, it's whatever. It's something, aka Pickla Day.
Yeah. The Pickla Day challenge, brought to you by Hitler Day and addictedtoquack.com.
But not sponsored.
Because they want nothing to do with us. As of right now, I am in the lead by 2. You have led for most of the season, but you had a couple of bad weeks, and I pulled ahead. I am up by 2.
Still, okay.
Yeah. So it's still very much a ball game, though, as you know. Let's get into...
Something tells me you chose us picking teams together last week because you knew that it would offset my chances of winning in the long term.
Maybe.
The world will never know.
The world will never know. Let's get into it, Aaron. So we're starting off Rutgers, Washington. Rutgers visits Washington in Seattle. Washington, as we talked about earlier, had to rally back from quite the deficit, but they did in fact rally back, and like they looked great in the fourth quarter. They looked pretty dynamic, and after a terrible start, though that was on the road, now instead, and they're actually returning to Seattle, having their home winning streak just snapped because they played against Ohio State, who beat them bad. Actually, Oregon now has the longest home winning streak in the country with, I believe, 18 wins in a row. Hopefully that gets to 19 this Saturday. So Washington is hoping to rekindle that old magic. Do you think they can? Well, I guess I'll pick first since I've got a lead right now. It's only fair.
Is that fair?
I mean, it makes sense.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I mean, you could do whatever you want, but so I think that Rutgers is bad. I mean, it's always a smart idea to just go against Rutgers, even though this Rutgers at times has shown a little more life. Like they almost beat Iowa for whatever the hell that is worth. I'm gonna go with Washington. They're at home. They're coming off of a big comeback victory. I don't see any reason why they wouldn't. Who you got, Aaron?
I was kind of also betting on Washington.
Yeah, you love them.
Well, I live here. I do believe that you do need to support local sports in order to build a stronger community base.
Yeah. You need to support a big dumper like that if you're living in Seattle. Am I right?
Yeah, exactly, brother.
Let's get it. We'll save that one because that's for the little end dessert. Next,
Everybody knows a big dumper needs all the support it can get.
next Pac-12 team, because that's right. This is the home of the OG Pac-12, the last home.
That's right, baby.
The last bastion of West Coast college football.
We are the best. I don't know. Go.
You sound like a fool. UCLA goes on the road to beat Michigan State. Michigan State, I think the best word for them is mediocre. They haven't looked great. They're still building. And actually, what's funny is
do you think this is fallout from the cheating stuff?
Cheating. Well, Michigan cheated.
Michigan. Thank you. Wow. Sorry, Michigan State fans.
You sound like a fool yet again.
There it goes.
Twice in 1 minute. So Jonathan Smith, though, but is it the fallout from Jonathan Smith abandoning his team, the Beavers? That is the question. And what's interesting, actually, is I did see for a minute Jonathan Smith's name was involved in, would he go to UCLA? I think he's from that area. He's always been interested in it. I think he's from that area. It'd probably be a better job than Michigan State, purely because it's in LA, but it's kind of handled, or the higher ups are kind of morons there, so maybe not. But UCLA, coming off of a huge win, they're probably stoked. But is that, and they looked great doing it against a really good roster, Penn State, is that enough to get them a win on the road? I don't really know, man. Who's favored in this even? Michigan State is favored by 7.5 points.
Okay.
I want to
Interesting.
It would be fun to choose UCLA, but it's kind of let's not forget what they've looked like every other game.
Right.
One fun fact is they've never, this season, they have never been in a game that has had a lead change. In all the games they lost, they were behind for every single minute. And then, except for 0-0. And then against Penn State, they had a lead the whole time. So I'm still gonna bet on Michigan State. That's basically only because they're at home, though. And I don't think that magic will travel. But it'd be fun if UCLA won. I don't know which way it's going, though. How about you, Aaron?
So you're going UCLA, really?
No, I'm going Michigan State. State. The home team.
Yeah, that seems correct. That's what seems like it should be the correct answer.
I'm going to be bummed if UCLA won and I didn't choose them, but...
I'm going to be bummed because I kind of wanna, but I don't see them winning on the road after... Maybe,
though. They looked pretty good against...
how many times can a dead cat bounce, really?
Quite a bit.
Yeah, it depends on how far you drop them.
Momentum, yeah. And it's also just they looked. Penn State is in theory a better team than Michigan State, and they scored a whole lot of points on them. I don't know. I truly don't know. Let's get on to the next one. Stanford goes on the road to SMU. SMU, I always kind of forget. Isn't it Southern
Methodist University?
Southern Methodist University.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stanford, I think I'm just going to always go against Stanford this season. It's bit me in the butt a couple of times.
Yeah.
I didn't know how bad Boston College was, but I'll go with SMU.
Yeah, if Stanford's having a tough football season, I feel like SMU has kind of always got good football going. I, too, will go with SMU.
Look at us, twinsies. Here's an interesting one, probably only if you're betting on it, not necessarily on who's going to win the game. Wazoo?
You mean the ones and the...
Yeah, the betting, the spread or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Wazoo is taking on number 4, Ole Miss. Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin's
Ole Miss is... Oh, so it's... Right, so what your fun bet is, will they at least cover the amount of points they're going to lose by?
Yeah, the spread is... So Ole Miss is favored by 31 and a half points.
Right. That is a fun bet. Because that's huge.
That would probably be historically like absolutely one of the most amazing wins for Wazoo to go on the road, beat a number 4 in the country, down 31.5 point spread. I
definitely think that's.
I'll tell you this.
With that kind of a spread, it makes you think Wazoo's going to have a big fat goose egg at the end of this thing.
Probably. But you know what's fun, Aaron? Bucking the trend. Telling everyone you don't know as much football as I do, and I've got the juju, and I can read the vibes.
And?
Buck it. And I've got a 2-point advantage over your dumbass. So I'm going
to burn one.
With Wazoo.
Wow. What do you know that I don't know, big dog?
Nothing. Vibes.
All right, yeah, I'm going to go Ole Miss at home. Come on.
I mean, it's going to happen. I'm probably
wrong.
I
do think it'll be like a 28-point win.
Yeah, I do think I would, if I'm betting on this game, I would say like Wazoo covers it because that's an insane spread.
It's huge.
But it could, it also wouldn't be shocking if this game ends up 52-3. Like, it is possible. When you're part of the Pac-2 conference going on the road, yeah.
There needs to be implemented like baseball, the old like kill switch. Like, hey, this is done. We all know. We all know who's going to win this one.
Mercy rule.
Yeah.
Let's keep it going. Iowa State, number 22, Iowa State. They've only lost one game this season. Takes on Colorado. Colorado will be the home team here, so they do get a little bit of advantage. Deion Sanders, I believe he said, even though he's having like a minor surgery or like some kind of hospital thing, he will be able to coach. He is coming back.
Dang, that's crazy.
Colorado is 2-4. I unfortunately just have to go with the Cyclones, Iowa State.
Okay, I'll take the Buff men.
Ooh, look at us. We both chose some interesting underdogs here. I'm proud of us.
Golly, but do you think
No.
Do you think Coach Deion being in the hospital so much might actually be a morale decreaser because the kids are like, our dude is not here?
It certainly could be, but I think it's more like the roster they have is the bigger hindrance, if I'm being real.
Jeez, brother.
Iowa State hasn't, like, they're ranked, but they haven't looked like perfect or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Wake Forest goes to the dam, baby. Wake Forest will take on Oregon State.
Well,
will Oregon State have any kind of home
this
field
is the
advantage?
Win. This is it.
You think
this is the win.
You're going with Oregon State. I will let you have that.
This is the one they get this year.
I'm going with Wake Forest. I think Oregon State is officially on 0-12 Watt. I mean, they have been, but I think it's gonna.
What even is a Wake Forest?
Well, a woke forest.
Where is it?
I don't know. Wake
exactly.
Forest, I always forget if I'm being real. I know it's a good school supposedly. I could look it up. I guess I got the time.
It sounds like it's gonna be a liberal arts college in, let's say,
it's just
New Hampshire.
North of Raleigh, North Carolina.
Oh,
Does that change things for you?
It might. It has potential for them to be like nitty gritty.
I mean, that goes to show you, though, they're going all the way across the country to play Oregon State.
That's wild.
Maybe that'll do something. And Oregon State has been close. Like they almost beat Houston. They almost beat App State. Like,
yeah,
they are losing, and like a lot of these losses are like,
this is it
on their final drive.
It's
and they
at home.
know it's a pick. Like they almost beat I think Fresno State.
This is the one. This is the one.
That'd be
this
fun.
Is that at-home win that they will walk away with this season.
Honestly, I hope you're right, but I'm just going to go with they haven't won a game yet.
Right.
Not going to happen. Let's keep it going, baby. Let's keep it going. that'll be a fun one to watch, especially because it'll be in between episodes of the Gilmore Girls because it's on the CW.
Beautiful.
Those have been fun games.
I just learned about James Vanderbeek.
Yeah, he's not doing well.
Man, that broke my heart because we were just talking about Dawson's Creek because of this whole CW football thing.
This episode's dedicated to him fighting the good fight.
Amen. I love that dude. Don't trust the bee in Apartment 23 when he plays himself. Mwah.
I like
Jeff's kiss.
I like the meme of him crying really hard.
From Dawson's?
Yeah, he's like, ooh, looks like that. Let's keep it going with the Pac-12.
That's just acting, baby.
Oh, yeah, he's acting his butt off. Where we at? Pac-12, come on. I'm looking for a team. It's hard to find sometimes. Here we go. This is a big one. Both are one-loss teams.
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
In the Coliseum, 4:30 p.m. on NBC. They were once ranked. After a loss to Illinois, they are no longer ranked. It was a close loss, but it was a loss. Number 50, that is USC, will have the home field advantage against number 15, Michigan. They're the cheaters, Aaron. So number 15, Michigan, taking on USC. I'm just going to go with, partially because I'm afraid of USC, if I'm being real. And I want to, it would be really cool if we took on Michigan in the Big Ten championship game instead of Ohio State, because we match up, in my opinion, better against Michigan than Ohio State. I'm going to go with Michigan winning this. USC, they are talented. I mean, that's always, they are always talented. But losing to Illinois in the fashion they did, it was kind of a shootout.
Yeah, and they had a tough time last season too, right?
Yeah, they had a really tough. They're better than
so
last
they're still
season.
build-ups.
They are better than last season, and their quarterback Mayava, I do like him.
But Michigan, I do feel like has taken that dip, like I tried to slap on to Michigan State.
Yeah.
It does feel like it was like they got caught cheating. It was like, oh, here's their real skill level.
Yeah, no, they and like last season.
So they are they can be a losing
last
team.
season they were pretty bad, except at the same time they beat Ohio State, which is amazing. They always beat Ohio State. Even when they're bad. And then they beat Alabama in a bowl game, I do believe. So it's like they're kind of like a bad team, but also you're like, well, they're 2 years away from winning from a national championship win, and like they got a really fun young quarterback who's really starting to get better and better.
But that national championship was questionable because of the allegations.
It's not even allegations. They straight up cheated.
Okay. I have a tough time siding with cheaters, so I actually am going to go with USC.
Well.
Once you cheat, you're shut off, baby.
Okay. Here we go. No one ever cheated on Aaron.
They've got to prove themselves over the next 5 years that they can be that caliber team organically.
Gotcha.
Now, that's where I'm standing.
I've got Arizona home field against number 18 BYU. BYU is really a team built on their defense. You can tell. It's been pretty tough to watch on offense sometimes, but they do enough in their special teams and their defense to occasionally blow out teams, and they are undefeated, ranked, obviously. I mean, it goes to show you, though, like, they're 5-0, undefeated, and yet they're only ranked number 18. That's what people think of them. But Arizona is 4-1, have struggled against some worse teams, but are still control their destiny in the Big 12. So I am going to go, is this finally the team to burst the BYU bubble? I don't think so. Defense, BYU.
Yeah, I'm going Arizona because this is the game that while you're watching it, you go, that's so weird. It seems so evenly matched, but Arizona is obviously better here. And then you look at the win-loss thing, and you're like, oh, yeah, well, this will make sense because now they'll both be 5-1.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. Now,
so that's where I'm at. Arizona, only because of the way it looks on a TV screen.
I mean, is there a better reason to choose a game? I
Nope.
think not. Now, here we go. Here's, I believe, the last one, unless I made a mistake. And if I did, hey, it's a casual pod for casual
Hey,
fans.
it's casual, dog. Pac-12 only exists right here. Sorry if we left one out. We didn't want to talk about it.
Where else are you going to get your Pac-12? Well, I think it looks like Cal has a bye week, as far as I know.
Probably well-deserved.
Yeah, I mean, oh boy, hit the books, boys. Hit the books, then hit the bricks. That's what I say. I think I didn't miss anyone. Who cares? So we've got Arizona State, number 21 Arizona State. You know I love Kenny Dillingham, but he's going on the road to Salt Lake City, a really tough place to play.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, but these teams freaking hate each other. They always have. They always will. This is honestly the real rivalry, I think. This is like the organic rivalry in the Pac-12, the OG Pac-12, and the Big 12, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to, even though it's a really tough place to play, Texas Tech beat them in Rice-Eccles Stadium. And I just love Kenny Dillingham as a play caller, as a coach, as a guy. I'm just going to back the Sun Devils, even though I imagine Utah is favored. Yes, Utah is favored by 5.5 points. I love my Dillingham, dude. So I'm going
and I got to hang out. I love them Utes.
You love them Utes.
I'm 40 Utes.
I think I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, yeah. See, I'm glad I did this. There is one team I was missing. Almost missed. Oregon, Indiana.
Right.
I always almost forget them. Aaron.
Well, because it's a foregone conclusion of what's going to happen. No need to talk about it.
Let's say our picks on the count of 3.
Right.
1, 2, 3. Indiana.
Oregon.
I'm joking. Oregon. Both of us got Oregon, which means there's only one last thing to do, Aaron. Our super specific predictions.
Ooh.
I forget what they were last week, as I do every week. But this week, okay, so it's college game day, right?
That's right.
We are going to have a crazy-ass student section that's been drinking since, honestly, like 8 p.m. the night before.
I think you and I are heading in the same direction. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. I think that there will be, I'm hoping it's on the live broadcast. Hopefully it's not scrubbed, But I bet you it'll be somewhere on social media. But hopefully on the actual broadcast, you will see at least the first couple of seconds of a student vomiting.
Oh, student vomiting.
Yeah, just wait. Like, clearly just really belligerent drunk.
Yep.
And like, maybe it'll be a moment where they're like, hey, look at this guy. Do you think he's been partying? And it'll be close to him. And then it'll just be, and then it'll hard cut to someone else. Or it'll be like, on Twitter or TikTok, there's a video of just like a Duck fan just vomiting over the rails near the Indiana Hoosiers. That's what I got. That's all I got.
And mine, I want that so bad. Mine is going to be that after we obviously win the game, Dan Lanning will do very much like what you do when you score a touchdown, which is that you jump up onto the railing at the fan section.
Oh, Dan Lanning will?
Yeah, and he's going to get a big hype up of like, because all those kids are back and he's there to fucking get the team, he's there to motivate.
That would be awesome. I love it.
He's going to jump up on and be like,
I want to see if he can get up there.
Oh, dude, he's got hops.
So you got to add this to your prediction. Will he make it cleanly? Or will he be like, oh, I didn't make it, and then someone's helping him up a little bit, or he's that awkward, like, halfway up there, and they're kind of holding him? You think he's making it up there cleanly?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He'll find a way. He'll see it. What'll happen is he'll see a path of how he could get up there, and that's what he's going to do. He'll be like, oh, this is how you just do it.
Well, as the kids say, Aaron, bet.
Bet. I think that's out, isn't it? I
just said it on the Quack podcast, so I think it's officially dead. No matter what happens Quackville Podcast will be there for you. Once again, go over to YouTube if you want to see those hideous child pictures that we had in the beginning. And leave us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. Helps people find the show, or not. Couldn't give less of a shit. Aaron, I'll see you next week.
Yeah, baby. Quack, quack.
Quack.